Hello, this is Ryan McDonald, and this is digital marketing tip number 8, Facebook Marketplace for local brick and mortar retailers. All right, so there's a ton of talk about how Facebook's organic reach is going down. And this talk has been going on, pretty much since Facebook's been like a marketing platform, right? It seems like every week or every other week, I see a post or a blog on my LinkedIn that's talking about Facebook organic reach decline. And yeah, it's almost non-existent for free distribution in the newsfeed. It just doesn't exist these days. But people are missing the larger point. Specifically, local retailers are missing the big point, and that's Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is going to change the game for a local brick and mortar retailer. Imagine having access to all of Facebook's user base, which is massive, right? And still growing, massive and still growing, for free, and being able to sell to them and reach them for free. Right? People don't realize that this is a thing or that businesses can do this. It's not just for, some local mom who wants to flip some stuff she got at a garage sale. It's for businesses. It's 100% for businesses. Facebook wants to take a bite out of Craigslist and eBay with this move, with the marketplace move, getting people accustomed to shopping on Facebook. And they will too. Craigslist is a huge business, and they hardly do anything. Craigslist is a massive business that basically doesn't do a whole lot. When was the last time you thought of, oh, Craigslist? They're really known as innovators. It just doesn't happen. So in this video, I want to go over, what is Facebook Marketplace, how to set it up, who is it for, and the advantage that local brick and mortar retailers have right now for this strategy. So what is Facebook Marketplace? Facebook Marketplace is a tab in Facebook on the newest app release. It's at the bottom, you hold your phone up. It's at the bottom middle. It's like got a little shop icon, like a little brick and mortar shop icon. And there you can see products, the basic filters like within 40 miles of your location. And then you can type, for certain products, or there's a whole host of categories, right? Everything from appliances to technology to clothing to vehicles to real estate, right? So there's almost a category for every single thing you can imagine. Except dogs. I was looking for dogs, or puppies. I'm looking to buy a puppy, and I didn't see any on there, which bums me out because Craigslist is no bueno. So that's besides the point. So that's what Facebook Marketplace is. It's a little tab within the Facebook app that you go into, and you can see products and services near you, and you can expand out to see, over 40 miles, under 40 miles, and filter by categories. All the products have images, prices, descriptions, and it's insanely easy to say that you're interested or communicate with the buyer, right? If I'm browsing through and I'm scrolling, and I see something that I like, it's one button. That's all I push. One button. I'm interested. Facebook sends a message to the seller and connects you to on Messenger, and then you can work out the transaction details on there. So they're finally using Messenger. This is the beginning of using Messenger for sales, for new sales acquisition, right? Most of the time people have used it in a customer service, in a service-based way, which is fine and still good, right? Good customer service is great. But this is for new sales of physical products. All right. And then so let's say I'm a local furniture store. Let's say I'm Ashley's Home Furniture, right? I think they're national. They're a big furniture store. So let's say I'm some enterprising young salesman at Ashley's Home Furniture. I would go up to everything I think is cool and worthwhile, take a picture, write down the description, put the price on there, and boom. That product now has access to all of the Facebook users within your area, within a 40-mile area, and it's free. It sits there for free. This is what I want. This is the big thing I want people to understand. Your product that you just uploaded can reach Facebook users for free. Do you know how much money people spend to reach Facebook users? Do you know how much money I've spent to reach Facebook users? You know, I've spent well over $1 million on Facebook ads. Well over $1 million. Just for the privilege of accessing Facebook's user base and targeting. And you can do this for free, and you will not have organic reach decline. Right? It's not a thing in the marketplace yet. Facebook is incentivizing people to sign up and start selling, and to start using this service to start buying. And granted, there's not a whole, right? No one's really talking about this yet because it hasn't quite caught like mainstream with all Facebook users. But guess what? Even if it catches on with 1% or 2% or 5% of Facebook users, that's a massive customer base. That's a massive customer base. Imagine 5% of all Facebook users near you. That's pretty much like saying 5% of the population at this point, right? Almost everyone has a Facebook account. And you're reaching them for free. And here's the kicker. Unlike eBay, right, or certain categories on Craigslist, you can post for free and Facebook will take nothing, no transactions. So you can pump as many sales through the Facebook marketplace and Facebook takes nothing. Nothing. You pay nothing. You have access to their user base and you can complete sales on their platform. And Facebook wants nothing in return. This is not going to last long. This opportunity does not last long. They will monetize this. As soon as it starts catching on and they're like, whoa, we have a ton of people on here now, a ton of people listing and selling. Now it's going to be a pay-to-play game. But just like Facebook's was in the beginning, it's free. You can reach these people for free. But as they start getting a critical user base for it, they're going to start charging and prioritizing based on payment. So right now, you have a huge opportunity to take advantage of reaching their fans. So that's how you set it up. It literally takes 3 minutes, 5 minutes to set it up. You know, if I was a salesman at a car dealership, at a furniture store, at a clothing store, at purses, whatever. There's a whole category for handbags, for Pete's sake, right? I would be taking pictures of all the products I thought were cool, putting the price on there, putting a product description on there, and boom, sending them off. And then guess what? I'm going to reach those people. They're going to message me on my phone, tell them to come on in to the store. I'll be their salesperson. I get a cut or commission, and boom, I'm reaching literally in my area, right, Stuart, Florida, it would be hundreds of thousands of people within a 40-mile radius. So it's huge. It's a huge game changer for local brick and mortar retailers. You don't need a website. You don't need fancy product images. You need a smartphone and you need a limited amount of time, right? You're gonna have to get comfortable with selling via Messenger, right? There'll be a learning curve there. But other than that, it's so positive ROI, it's ridiculous. This one tip is insanely positive ROI. if you just do it, if you just take the time to do it. And now, you can talk about Facebook ads, and there's an advertising play for this, but I don't know how worthwhile it is right now. So you list something, let's say you list a purse. Well, you can then buy ads and send those ads to your listing on the marketplace. And I think that's a beta feature right now, but it's going to be rolling out to all advertisers in the US in the first half of 2018. So I create this purse, and then I send Facebook traffic to that purse. It stays within app, and there's generally a higher conversion rate when you stay in app like that. Facebook's very good at building a awesome user experience that has high conversion rates. They know what they're doing. They're 100% data driven. They have huge scale to make tests. So yeah, staying with in app is huge. And on top of newsfeed as a placement for your marketplace ads, you can also have the marketplace itself as a placement for your marketplace ads, which makes sense, right? Why wouldn't you do that? And what that does is it just makes your posting higher up, right? So it gets more visibility. There's not quite like a Google search ranking of position 1, 2, 3, 4. It just sort of floats up to the top, and it gets more visibility. And depending on your item, I guarantee it would be a positive ROI play. I know for a fact that these marketplace ads are not expensive. They're not. You're going to have an insane ROI if you do this. I just got one of my clients to start posting to Facebook Marketplace just the other day. You know how much convincing it took? After I told them basically just what I explained, it took zero convincing. They're like, oh yeah. I mean, they were already selling on Craigslist for their used products, right? They didn't know what to do with their used products, so they would list them on Craigslist. And they said that was their second best sales tool, right? Well, if Craigslist is second best, Facebook's soon about to beat that. And so I did a test posting, and I was able to do it with one of the companies that my Facebook profile is associated with, but not the other one. And so I'm not 100% sure if you'll be able to post as your company. I was able to for one, like I said, but not the other, and I don't know why. But you can post as yourself. And I think that's great if you post as yourself, because it gives, what's the one thing you're concerned about if you buy off Craigslist? In the back of your mind, you're always thinking, is this guy legit? Is this person legit? We better meet in a public place because I have no idea if I'm about to get kidnapped, right? That's a real concern when you do business on Craigslist. But with Facebook, you have, you can see the picture, you can see their profile. There's a little bit more trust there because there's a public profile associated with the person. Craigslist just has a randomized email, right? So you don't even know their true email address. So Craigslist is way more on the let's keep everything anonymous sort of side, and Facebook's more on the transparent side when it comes to these interactions, which I think is better. It's better. It builds more trust. That's Craigslist's number one problem, is it doesn't have trust, and that's why it's going to lose to Facebook. I'm going to say 5 years from now, almost all of Craigslist business is going to be done on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook's going to eat them up. And Craigslist does something stupid like $600 million a year in revenue. I looked it up, man, maybe 6 months or a year ago, and it blew me away. It blew me away that you can do that much business and still have one of the worst digital platforms. Craigslist proves the first mover advantage. They were the first in the space, and they just held on. Not really innovating, not changing much to their user experience, just held on. And they made a buttload of money, but it's going to come to an end. Facebook's going to kill Craigslist, And they're also going to eat a big share of eBay's business. And eBay is much more survivable than Craigslist. But I mean, when was the last time you shopped on eBay, right? It's become niche. It's become a niche site. So Facebook's making a move to start making it a natural experience to buy and sell on Facebook. And you need to take advantage of this because it will not stay free for long. It's not going to stay free for long. It takes like 5 minutes to get a posting up, do the work, and I guarantee you're going to see an improvement in business. There's no way not to. It's free. It's going to be positive ROI. So if someone was going to ask me, what's your number one tip in 2018 for local brick and mortar retailers, those mom and pop retailers, I would say Facebook Marketplace. All day. All day. Takes little technical expertise to get up and running. Don't need a website. Don't need to spend anything on ads. And you reach a massive population. Does it get better than that? I'm trying to think, how does it get better than this? I don't know. Facebook sends you some ice cream. I have no idea how to improve upon this. It's the most enticing offer I can imagine. So anyways, this has been Ryan McDonald at Shea Digital. If you enjoyed this content, if you enjoyed this digital marketing tip, I'd love it if you liked, you shared, you subscribed, you commented. Love feedback. Love hearing from people who watch this. It really makes my day. So, all right, thank you for your time. And yeah, again, this was Ryan McDonald at Shea Digital. So thanks. Bye.